really inspiring story for why you write and what you want your books to do. So kind of what inspired you. Do you want to talk about that?
So when I was younger, my father was diagnosed with cancer. So he was given 6 months to live. He lasted 3.5 years, and so for me, reading was an escape, of kind of that dark period. And so what I wanted to do is to be able to craft stories. I mean, I'm not here to make $1 million, though. Please buy my books because I don't have a body for OnlyFans. But the whole idea is I want to be able to write stories or contribute with in some way back to people that might have a need for escapism in their lives. Mm-hmm. And so, can I talk about my epilogue?
That was my follow-up question. Please do.
So one of my good friends in my writer ring, her sons, or one son specifically, was having a hard time. I mean, the COVID pandemic, really screwed kids that were towards the end of their high school career. Because, that's your social period. Your junior, senior years when you go to prom and homecoming and you go out. Well, maybe not kids today, but I might have gone on keggers and doing, anyway, don't do that.
Shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Shenanigans, yes. There were lots of shenanigans in high school. Mm-hmm. So anyway... so she pinged me, because I touch base with her very often, and she was saying how one of them was having going through a lot of depression and was in a dark place in their life. Mm-hmm. And so one of the fun things that we do as writers is we have a thing called Tuckerization, mm-hmm. where a lot of times we'll auction them off or something like that. Mm-hmm. And so I asked her, because I knew that they played D&D. So I asked her about what's his character's name. Yeah. And so the initial thought was that I would put him, he's going to be in the inn that they go to be like, hey, Marisa, how's it going? As they go by, kind of a thing. And so then, we started to describe, oh, wait, he's dragonborn. What?
Interesting.
And so, dragons are kind of cool. And so then I was like, okay, do you want him to be a good guy or a bad guy? So you want to be a good guy. And then do you want him to live or die? Mm-hmm. And so he's like, I want to be killed in a glorious death. And so then I'm like, man, Dragonborn, man, that's a toughie because I could use that. And so then I was like, his brother also plays D&D. So I was like, what's his brother's character's name? Mm-hmm. And so then I cook up this little plan of that the one brother is going to stab the other brother.
Dun, dun, dun.
So my epilogue is dedicated to these two young men, and that is my lead into book 2, where I have promised that he will die a glorious death.
Nice.
And so then, so that's where that came from. So, something that took, I don't know, half hour, maybe an hour of time and creativity on my part. Yeah. And then the gracious editors that I worked with to make sure that it went okay. Mm-hmm. But hopefully that will lend some energy to this young man to help him through his tough spot.